Yoga, sponsored by Echelon. My name is Carissa Galloway. I am one of your race announcers. And it's Monday. Hi! I don't think I've ever said that to you guys before, so this is very exciting. And I love that we're having this opportunity to come together again in the Magic Kingdom, right in front of Cinderella's castle. Who is doing this yoga for the first time? Are you just pinching yourself at what a cool moment this is? I mean, for those of you like me who grew up with Disney princesses, believing in the magic, dreaming big dreams, to be able to be here and do this is one of those dreams come true. And because we're doing this on the tail end of our Princess Half Marathon weekend, you have an amazing opportunity not only to enjoy this yoga, to rejuvenate some legs that have put a lot of miles on them, but to also connect and rejuvenate your spirit. So as you go through this amazing practice today, there's two things I would love for you guys to do. One, just sit in gratitude. All the joy for what we get to do, what your bodies could do this weekend. And the other thing I want you to do is to think back over the weekend and find a moment that made you proud. Was it your performance? Was it kindness? Was it something courageous that you did? Find a moment to be proud of and hold on to that. And when you leave this beautiful, magical place and you go out into the real world, keep that little bit of joy, that gratitude, that pride with you, and take that through all of your days. Now, I'm good at saying go. I'm not good at teaching yoga. So we've got some amazing experts to help you out. They are a real-life prince and princess. Please welcome up Dana and Adam Brady. Get ready, it's cold.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Run Disney Princess Yoga in the Magic Kingdom. On behalf of Dana, myself, and our fellow instructors, we are so honored and excited to be here with you for this amazing experience. Before we begin today's class, we'd like to remind you that the word yoga means union. It's the union of mind, body, breath, spirit, environment, and all the layers of life coming together as one. Yoga is a science, a philosophy, and a way of life that helps us awaken to our full and unlimited potential. So as we move through these poses that cultivate relaxation and balance and flexibility and strength, we want to remind you to be mindful, be fully present so you can savor in this amazing experience of yoga or union with over 1,000 of your fellow yogis.
As we move through our poses this morning, keep in mind that these poses are for everybody and for everybody. So move through these poses whichever way you feel comfortable. Take the expression of the pose that feels best for you, the pose that you can do after running all of those magical miles this weekend. But take this opportunity to celebrate what your body can do, what your body has done, and it will continue to do today. So a few things to remember: safety is the most important thing as we move through the poses, but relax in this moment and enjoy this victory lap to celebrate your weekend.
We're going to begin from a comfortable cross-legged position. So just take a moment to get into whatever position feels best for your body. You can either cross your ankles or just let one leg fold at the shin right in front of the other. Sit comfortably, maybe take a moment to rock from side to side and feel the connection of your sits bones pressing down into the mat. And once you feel this nice tall spine, the crown of your head reaching up toward the sky, let's place our right hand over our heart and our left hand over our lower abdomen. Close our eyes, and let's take a nice, full, deep breath in. As you inhale, see if you can imagine a balloon filling up in your belly that presses out into your hand. And then as you exhale, it collapses back down toward your spine. Again, breathe in, coming into the present moment with full awareness. Exhale and release. Again, inhale. Connect. Exhale. Release. And now let's softly float our eyes open. We'll add some movement. So let's bring our fingertips out to the side. Feel that connection with the earth. And now we'll inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, pull down the heavens, right down the center line of your body. Again, breathing in, getting nice and tall. If you like, you can imagine a channel of energy coming down through the crown of your head, through your spine, and back down into the earth. One more time, breathe in, lengthen. Let's bring the palms of our hands together, lower down to your heart center, close your eyes, and let's form an intention for today's class. How would you like to feel? Maybe you would like some relaxation. Maybe it's an opportunity for some recovery, or to celebrate everything you've accomplished over the weekend. Just form that intention. Allow it to resonate out from your heart center, penetrating every cell of your body. Just be with that intention in stillness and silence for a moment.
Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly float your eyelids open and then interlace your fingers, palms facing toward you, thumbs facing up. We'll move through circle of joy. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, pressing the backs of your hands forward, curling your shoulders over, getting a nice stretch in your upper back, and then inhale, drawing your arms back towards you, and then opening your arms nice and wide, palms facing upward. Fingertips coming back together, interlacing your fingers. Exhale, pressing your hands forward, curling your shoulders over. And then inhale, drawing your arms back towards you, opening your arms nice and wide, taking caution of your neighbor, palms facing upward, fingertips coming back together. Exhale, extending your arms forward, curling your shoulders over. Inhale, drawing your arms back towards you, opening your arms nice and wide. Now let's bring the palms of our hands back to heart center. Extend both arms straight up to the sky. And as we exhale, let's rotate to the right. Bring your left hand across to your right knee. Right hand presses just behind your back, touching the ground. Inhale, coming back up to center, letting your fingertips touch overhead. And then exhale, rotating to the left. Left hand to your right, or left hand to your opposite knee, left hand behind your back. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. And one last time, inhaling to center and exhaling to the left. Inhale, coming back up to center, this time lowering your right arm down to the mat and extending your left arm upward, relaxing your right shoulder down and away from your ears, either gazing forward, you can look down at your right fingertips, or you can look up toward your left fingertips. Taking an opportunity to maybe take a look at the nice full moon. Inhale, right hand comes back up to the left. Exhale, left arm goes down. Relaxing your left shoulder, right arm extends up to the sky, gazing wherever feels comfortable for your neck. Nice deep and full inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, bring your left hand back up to meet the right, palms of your hands together, fingertips to heart center.
From here, we're going to move into a tabletop position. So you just want to shift comfortably onto all fours. Just make your way over nice and easy. Taking a moment to establish yourself in this position with your shoulders directly over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Spread your fingers comfortably wide. Just take a moment to feel nice and easeful here. Nice and balanced, neutral spine. And from here, we'll go into cow and cat pose. So as we inhale, we'll lift our face and our chest up toward the sky, a slight arch in our back, tailbone lifts. And then as we exhale, rounding and hunching the spine, tucking our head down, our navel comes back toward our spine. Again, inhale up, into cow pose, looking forward. Exhale, round and hunch, tucking back, cat pose. Inhale, up into cow. Once more, back into cat. Exhale, round and hunch. Beautiful. Now coming back into a comfortable neutral spine, We'll extend the right leg straight back, toes touching down in the mat behind you. Just take a moment to rock forward and back a little bit, activating your calf and the back of your hamstring, loosening any tension you might have built up over the weekend. And now shifting your weight forward to your hands, inhale and raise your right leg up to about hip height behind you. Feel the strength and the balance. And now kind of tipping your weight over into your right hand so you can extend your left arm straight up next to your ear, looking downward and forward just a little bit into tiger pose. Nice deep breath here. As you exhale, lowering your leg, lowering your hand back down to tabletop. Pause here if you like to shift your hips just a little bit from side to side, back and forth. And now we'll honor the balance in our body by doing the same on the opposite side. So left leg extends straight back, toes engaging into the mat. Just take a moment to rock forward and back a little bit. Feel the length in your calf and your hamstring. Breathing full and deep. And now with your weight shifting forward onto your hands a little bit, inhale, raise the left leg about hip height behind you. Find your balance. Sink your weight into your right hand as you extend, your left hand as you extend your right arm up. Breathe full, deep breaths. Exhale, lowering your hand and foot back down. Tabletop, a little rock from side to side. Let's widen our knees. Take a deep breath in, and now we'll sink back down into child's pose, lowering your hips down towards your heels. You have a couple different options here for your arms. You can either keep your arms extended, resting your fingertips on the mat. You can bend the elbows, lower your forearms down a little bit. You can stack your fists or your hands and lower your forehead down to your hands. And just release and relax, opening up your hips, letting go of any tightness or tension that you might be feeling. Take some nice, full, deep breaths here. Allow your mind to settle, your awareness to go within.
Taking a nice deep breath, bringing your hands back next to your ears. Let's press ourselves back up into tabletop pose, and then walk your hands just a few inches ahead of your body. Bringing your knees back underneath your hips, tuck your toes under. Let's start some big movement. Let's go into downward dog. Inhale, press your hands and your toes into the mat. Lift your hips up to the sky and press your chest towards your thighs, keeping your feet just about hip width apart, trying to let your heels sink down into the mat rather than coming up on your tippy toes. And just feel this pose. Feel the nice lengthening in the muscles behind your legs. Maybe you feel a nice lengthening of your spine. If you like, you can walk the dog. So raising one heel while you lower the other, pedaling your feet, keeping your toes on the mat. This helps to get some nice energy into the back side of your body. If you're feeling any lower back pain, you can also give a little bit of a bend in your knees, pressing your tailbone up toward the sky. That helps to take pressure off your lower back. You can also wag your tail, swinging your hips back and forth from right to left very gently. And then let's come back to regular downward facing dog. And taking very tiny steps, start to walk your feet forward up in between your hands, coming up into hands to foot pose, ragdoll pose. Let's just hang out here for a moment. Give your knees a tiny little bend. What this is doing is it's lengthening your spine, getting rid of any tightness you may be holding on to from the weekend. Lower back pain, hamstrings, glutes, letting all of those muscles start to recover. Keeping your arms by your side, very gently start to roll up into a standing position. Arms by your side, palms facing forward, coming into standing mountain pose. Bring your feet just about hip width apart. Shoulders back and down, let the crown of your head or your crowns extend straight up towards the sky. Close your eyes for a moment. Just notice what you feel. Feel your feet pressing into the ground. Feel your feet drawing energy up from the earth, helping you to stand up nice and tall. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, slowly bring the palms of your hands together, fingertips to heart center. Let's go into heaven and earth pose. Inhale, start to rotate your torso to the right. Right hand presses up, left hand presses down. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale to the left. Left hand presses up, right hand presses down. Exhale to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to center. One more time in each direction. Inhaling to the right. Exhale to center. And inhale to the left. Exhale to center. Palms of your hands at heart center. Step all the way forward to the top of your mat. We're going to start to add some movement to our bodies. Let's take a deep inhale, extending your arms all the way up to the sky. Palms of your hands together. Let's fold straight down through the center of your body, bringing your hands to your shins. Inhale, slide your hands up to your knees as you come up to a flat back and gaze forward. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweeping your hands up to the sky, either to the side or in front of you, whatever feels most comfortable. Reaching up to the sky once again, palms of your hands together. Let's fold straight down through the center of your body, hands to your shins. Inhale, let's come up to a flat back, gazing forward. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up to the sky, reaching up nice and tall. Palms of your hands together, fingertips to heart center. Close your eyes for just a moment. Now let's start to add some movement to warm up our body as we move through sun salutations. Inhale, extending your arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding straight down through the center of your body, hands to your shins. Inhale, coming up to a flat back, gazing forward. And then exhale, folding forward, bringing your hands to your mat. As we start to move, be careful. I know your mats may be a little slippery, so take caution as you step back. But step your right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Exhale, left foot to the back of the mat. Lift your hips up to the sky. Press your chest towards your thighs, coming into downward facing dog. Exhale, bend your knees. Let's come down into tabletop and then lower yourself all the way down onto your bellies. Bring the palms of your hands to rest next to your chest. Tuck your elbows in. Inhale. Let's come up into cobra, keeping your hips on the mat. Just a very gentle back bend. And then exhale, folding forward. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, press yourself up back into downward dog. Lift your hips up to the sky. Press your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, step your right foot forward up in between your hands. If it doesn't make it all the way, you can guide it forward with your right hand. And then exhale, left foot steps forward. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up to the sky. Palms of your hands together, fingertips to heart center. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, folding straight down through the center of your body, hands to your shins. Inhale, let's come up to a flat back, gazing forward. And then exhale, folding forward once again. Inhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat, and then lower your knee to the ground. Place the palm of your left hand flat on the mat, and now start to extend your right arm up to the sky. Your torso faces toward Tomorrowland, feeling this nice openness in your hips and your lower back. Exhale, lower your right hand down to the ground. Raise your left knee slightly, and now step your right foot to the back of the mat. Lift your hips up to the sky. Press your chest towards your thighs. Exhale, lower yourself down to the mat. You can either take tabletop or you can choose to do plank pose. You shift your weight forward to plank and then lower yourself all the way down. Let the top of your feet rest flat on the mat, palms of your hands next to your chest. Inhale, let's go back into cobra. Very gentle back bend. And exhale, folding forward. Tuck your toes under. Let's go back into downward dog. Lift your hips up to the sky. Press your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, step your left foot forward up in between your hands, making sure that your ankle is under your knee, so guiding your foot forward if you need to, and then lower your right knee. Place the palm of your right hand flat on the mat. Inhale, extending your left arm up to the sky, rotating your torso so you're looking toward Adventureland. And exhale, lower your left hand back down to the ground. Raise your right knee and then step your right foot forward next to your left. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up to the sky, palms of your hands together, fingertips to heart center. One more time with an attitude of gratitude. Inhale, extending your arms up to the sky. Exhale, folding straight down through the center of your body. Hands to your shins. Inhale, let's come up to a flat back, gazing forward. And then exhale, folding forward once again. Inhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat and then lower your right knee. Okay, a couple options here. You can either stay here if it feels good on your hips. You can rest your hands on the top of your left thigh, coming up to a little bit of a taller position. Or you can extend your arms up, maybe getting in a little back bend, coming into crescent pose. And then exhale, let's fold forward over our left foot once again, palms of your hands on the ground. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Lift your hips up to the sky. Press your chest towards your thighs, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's lower down onto the mat, either through tabletop or through plank pose. Letting the tops of your feet rest flat on the mat, palms of your hands next to your chest. Inhale, let's come back into that cobra pose one final time. And exhale, folding forward. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, let's go back through downward dog one last time. Lift your hips up to the sky. Press your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, step your right foot forward up in between your hands and then lower your left knee, guiding your foot forward if you need to so that your ankle is under your knee. Staying here if this feels good for you, or bringing your hands to rest on the top of your right thigh, or you can extend both arms straight up to the sky, coming into crescent pose. And exhale, fold over your right foot. Raise your left leg and then step your left foot to the top of the mat next to your right. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up to the sky, bringing the palms of your hands together, fingertips to heart center. Close your eyes and just feel your breath. Feel your heartbeat. Keeping your hands at heart center, slowly open your eyes as we make our way into tree pose, our balance pose. So take this moment to find something behind me that you can keep your focus on, using this as your focus point. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, shift your weight into your right leg. Rotate your left leg at the hip, bringing the heel of your left foot to the inside of your right ankle. Staying here if you need to, or you can start to move your left foot a little bit further up the inside of your right leg, taking care not to rest your heel on your knee. And if it feels good, you can extend both arms straight up to the sky, growing your branches. Bring the palms of our hands together. Bring your fingertips back down to heart center. Lower your left foot to the ground. Arms by your side. Close your eyes. Feel the heaviness in your right foot. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Slowly open your eyes. Palms of your hands together. Let's shift our weight into our left leg, rotating your right leg at the hip. Bringing the heel of your right foot to rest on the inside of your left leg. staying here, or starting to move your right foot a little bit further up the inside of your left leg. Remember, trees sway, that's what they do. If your tree sways, that's okay. Just tap your foot out, come back to center, and find the expression that fits best for you. Now extend your arms up above your head and grow your branches. Palms of your hands together, fingertips to heart center. Lower your right foot to the ground, arms by your side, palms facing forward. Close your eyes and just relax. Let's take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes and now turn to face Tomorrowland and then step into the center of your yoga mat. Interlace your fingers, bring the palms of your hands to heart center. Interlace your fingers, thumb and pointer finger facing up to the sky. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up to the sky into temple pose. Exhale, let's lean slightly to the right into half moon. Inhale, coming back up to temple. Exhale, half moon to the left. Inhale to temple. Step your hands and feet open to the right-hand side, coming into 5-pointed star. As you exhale, lower your right arm down to your leg, left arm extends up to the sky, coming into reverse triangle. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, left arm goes down, right arm extends up, reverse triangle. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Let's step our hands and feet back together into temple pose, interlacing your fingers. Exhale, half moon to the right. Inhale to temple. Exhale, half moon to the left. Inhale to temple. Exhale, let's step out to the left, hands and feet apart, 5-pointed star. This time, bring your right arm down across your body, rotating your torso to the left. Left arm extends up to the sky. Right arm just goes straight down through the center of your body, revolve triangle. Inhale, back up to 5-pointed star. Let's do the same on the opposite side. Exhale, left arm goes down, right arm goes up, torso revolves to the right-hand side. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Step your hands and feet back together into temple pose. Exhale, half moon to the right. Inhale to temple. Exhale, half moon to the left. Inhale to temple. Exhale, stepping out to the right-hand side. Make sure that your toes are pointing forward. And now bring your hands to the small of your back, resting your palms at your lower back. We'll go into a very slight back bend. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, just press your palms into your lower back, pressing your chest forward. Shoulders are relaxed. Keeping your neck neutral, so not looking straight up. We want to protect our neck. And then inhale, let's come back up to standing. Now bring your fingers around to the front of your hips. Hands are still on your hips, fingers are in the front. Relax your shoulders back and down. Let your chin go nice and tall, so lifting your chin, taking a deep inhale and exhale, starting to hinge at the waist, folding forward into a wide-legged forward bend. Okay, a couple options. You can either keep your torso parallel with the ground, or you can release your hands, bringing your hands down to the mat. Now, if you have a prop or if you have a water bottle handy and you just want to rest on that, you can do that as well. Feel the weight sinking into the balls of your feet. Feel this nice lengthening along the back of your legs into your lower back, your hamstrings, your glutes. A wonderful recovery pose. Bring the palms of your hand back up to your hips. Give a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, pressing your hips backward. Let's come back up into standing pose. Step your hands and feet back together. Fingertips at heart center.
From here, we'll transition into a seated position so you can lower your hands down and continue to face Tomorrowland as you come down onto your mat. And let's bring the soles of our feet together so the knees come out to the sides into butterfly or cobbler's pose. Just take a moment to find the comfortable distance for your knees, especially being very, very careful after all the things that you've been doing over the weekend to make sure that your knees are protected. And you can hold on comfortably to your toes or your ankles, wherever it feels best for your body. Try not to force your knees down. And let's sit up nice and tall so the crown of our head comes up toward the sky, our chest and collarbone spread wide, tailbone and sits bones pressing down toward the earth. Feel the length and the opening. Just allow gravity to sink down, create some space in our hips. Breathe full and deep here. Feeling your shoulder blades come back, down your back. And let's add a little bit of movement here. So as you next inhale, look up toward the sky, lengthen, and exhale, rolling down, bring your elbows down toward the mat, but they don't have to touch. We'll do that again. Inhale, flowing up, getting long in the spine, nice and tall. Look up toward the sky. Exhale, rolling down, elbows come toward the mat. One more time. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, coming down. And let's just stay here for a breath or two. Always listening to the signals of comfort and discomfort in your body. What do you notice about this pose? What is it telling you? One more nice, full, deep breath. Now as you inhale, slowly coming back up to an upright position. Now we're going to keep our left leg right where it's at, and the right knee we're going to swivel around so the top of the right thigh presses up against your left foot, making this little zigzag pattern with our legs. It's kind of a modified pigeon pose. And we're going to turn to face our left knee. Hands on either side of the left knee. Allow yourself to sit up nice and tall so you get nice and long. And as you exhale, begin to walk your fingers forward. And you can lower yourself down at whatever feels comfortable for you. Maybe bending your elbows. Allow your torso to melt over your bent knee. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your hip. Breathing full and deep. Release and relax. A great stretch for loosening up all that tight runner energy. One more nice full deep breath here. And now as we come out of the pose, we're going to lengthen our arms. Straighten and walk your hands slowly back up, coming upright. And now we're just going to flip our legs over in the other direction. So our hands will come to frame our right knee, facing a little bit toward Main Street. Sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, begin to walk your hands forward, slowly folding, melting your body over your knee. Release and relax. Long exhalations, letting go of any tightness or tension. Allow your mind to settle. All the activity of the weekend coming to this still point. And now coming out of the pose, inhale, straightening our arms, walking ourselves back up. And from here, we're going to turn to face the castle once again. So just pivot yourself around. And we'll extend both legs straight out in front of us. As we get ready to go into our seated forward bend, you have a couple options here. You can keep your knees bent to protect your lower back and any tightness you might feel in your hamstrings. You can spread your feet a little bit wider too. So just listen to what your body's telling you. Keeping the toes pointing straight up and your feet are kind of flat like they're right up against the wall. Let's sit up nice and tall, sits bones pressing into the earth, fingertips resting on either side of you. And let's inhale, reach our arms up toward the sky. And as we exhale, hinge from the hips, folding down comfortably, letting your hands rest wherever it feels best for you. That might be your shins, it might be your knees, it might be your toes. Again, bending your knees if you need to. Avoid the tendency to bounce. Just allow yourself to exhale and sink a little bit more deeply into the pose. Allow your mind to settle. One more nice full deep breath here. Shoulders coming down away from your ears, relaxing any upper body tension. And now let's slowly inhale. Allow your hands just to slide up as you straighten your back, one vertebra at a time. And we'll go into a comfortable seated twist pose from here. So let's draw our right knee in toward our chest, sole of the foot, just kind of pressing down into the mat, keeping the leg long there. Sit up nice and tall. Get this crown reaching up toward the sky, and you can either stay here or you can cross your foot across, your right foot comes across the other leg, and just sit up nice and tall here. Let's inhale, left arm out to the side, and as we exhale, left arm comes around, wraps the knee, right hand comes back behind. Sitting up nice and tall in the seated twist pose. You can bend your rear elbow, allow your shoulder to sink a little bit more deeply. If you like, you can make some soft chin circles here, loosening your neck. Take some full deep breaths here, enjoying this comfortable twist. Feel the energy flowing up through your spinal column from your tailbone right up to the crown of your head. One more nice full deep breath here. And as we exhale, we'll unwind, come back to center, float your arms around. Let's uncross our legs. Take a moment, you can float your knees up and down a few times if that's comfortable for you. And now we'll honor the balance in our body, doing the same on the other side. So left knee comes in toward the chest, sit up tall in sage pose here, get that length established. You can cross your foot over if that feels good for you. And now as we inhale, right arm comes out this time. And exhale, wrapping the knee, left hand comes back behind. A few chin circles here on this side, drawing the crown of your head up nice and tall. Inhale, get nice and long. Exhale, sink into the twist. Full deep breath. Going to allow your mind to settle with each pose, each exhale. One more breath. And now let's float our arms back to center, uncross our legs, and let's just take a nice little victory lap back to seated forward bend, sitting up nice and tall, fingertips out to the sides. Inhale, reach the whole way up. Exhale, folding back down. Staying here for just a moment, you might notice you can reach perhaps just a little bit further thanks to the flexibility we got from the seated twist pose. Breathe, release, soft elbows, soft face. Let go of any tension. Slowly begin to roll ourselves up, once again, one vertebra at a time, until we come back up to a seated position. Let's keep the soles of our feet flat on the mat, softly bending our knees. We're going to transition down onto our back. So if you like, you can just hang onto your upper shins here, and as you exhale, just allow yourself to slowly roll onto your back, nice and easy. And once you lower down, just pause here for a moment. Just feel your back connecting with the mat, the earth, the ground beneath you. And now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw both of your knees in toward your chest. And on the exhale, let's extend our legs straight up toward the sky so you can hold on to the back of your legs, back of your hamstrings, back of your knees, coming up to waterfall pose. So your legs are extended up into the air, shoulder blades firm into the mat. Just a nice, comfortable position for your hands. Your legs don't have to be straight. Just allow them to hold here for a breath or two. All the deoxygenated blood from your legs flowing back down to your heart, releasing any tension. Now, if you like, you can make some ankle circles here. Just roll your feet around in one direction, and then switch opposite direction, loosening up any tightness in your ankles or your calves, and enjoying this amazing view of the sky above the Magic Kingdom behind your feet. Feet coming back to center. Take one more nice full deep breath here. As you exhale, begin to bend your knees, lowering them back down. Now we'll extend the left leg straight down onto the mat, really engage that firmly, keeping a bend in your right knee, so you can draw it in with both hands, your hands resting just below your kneecap, one on top of the other. Knee to chest pose here. Just take a moment to allow your right knee to drift left and right a few times. And then you can draw it in a little bit more towards center. Just hold here, elbows nice and wide, shoulder blades firm into the mat. Take a few full deep breaths here. Release and relax. Letting go of any tension in your right leg, your lower back. And now a full deep inhalation. Let's extend the right leg back down onto the mat next to the left. Just pause here for a moment. Feel the difference between the left and right sides of your body. Maybe a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more length on the right side. So you always want to balance that out, so take a full deep breath in, and as you exhale, bend the left knee, coming into knee to chest pose. And again, take a moment to drift your knee a little bit from side to side. Finding that comfortable space in the middle, elbows nice and wide. Draw your left knee in toward your chest. Keeping a nice strong right leg engaged into the mat. Full deep breaths. Release, relax, let go. One more full deep breath. Exhale. And as you extend the left leg, take a full deep breath in. Both legs straight onto the mat. And just pause here, noticing that the stillness between the poses is as important as the poses themselves.
Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, bend both knees, soles of your feet onto the mat. We'll move into thread the needle pose. So lift your right leg, rotating your leg at the hip, this bony part above your ankle. Let that rest on your thigh just above your knee. Now take your right hand, place your right hand on the inside of your right thigh, and just gently press it out and away from your body. Now you can stay here if it feels comfortable. If you don't have a lot of flexibility in your hips or lower back, this is a nice pose to stay in. Or you can extend your right arm straight up to the sky. Thread your right arm through the triangle that's between both legs. Lift your left leg up off the mat. Bring your left hand around to the outside of your left leg. And then interlace your fingers either below your left knee or behind your left thigh. And relax. Really feel this pose. This is a wonderful recovery pose, whichever variation you're in. This is a wonderful pose for your hips, your lower back, your hamstrings, your glutes, and your IT band. Really enjoying this comfortable and relaxed. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, release your fingertips. Lower the sole of your left foot down to the ground. Uncross your right leg, sole of your right foot onto the ground. Let's relax for a moment. And now on your next exhale, raise your left leg, rotating it at the hip, placing the bony part above your ankle to rest on your thigh. Let's take our left hand, place your left hand on the inside of your left leg. Pressing it out and away, feeling this nice gentle opening in your hips and your lower back. Staying here if you need to, or extending your left arm upward. Threading your left arm through the opening between your legs, bringing your left hand through and interlacing your left hand with your right hand below your right knee or behind your thigh. And just relax here. Noticing the difference between the right side and the left side. Maybe feeling a little more flexible on one side than the other. Maybe finding a little bit more comfort in one version of the pose than the other. Letting yourself relax and thread the needle. Taking a deep inhale. As you exhale, releasing your fingertips, lowering the sole of your right foot down to the ground. Uncross your left leg, sole of your left foot on the ground. Let's just relax for a moment. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, bring your feet, keeping your knees bent, bring your feet to the outer edge of your yoga mat. Keeping your hands nice and close for some extra warmth. Keeping your hands on your chest or on your stomach. Let's go into lying down hip rocks. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, lowering your knees down to the right hand side, just like windshield wipers on a car. Inhale, bringing your knees back up to center. Exhale, lowering them to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. One more time in each direction. Exhaling to the right. Inhale to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale to center. On your next exhale, lift your feet up off the mat, keeping your knees just about shoulder width apart. Draw your knees in towards your body. Bring your hands down along the insides of your legs and grasp either your calves, your ankles, your arches, your heels, or you can do a 2-finger point and grasp your big toes as we make our way into Happy Baby. And in Happy Baby, let's just start to gently rock back and forth from right to left. Taking a variation of Happy Baby that feels good for you. Feeling this openness in your hips, your lower back. Feeling this in your hamstrings. Finding a nice, gentle meditation as you move back and forth from right to left. And let's come back to center. Release your fingertips and lower the soles of your feet back down onto the ground. Let your knees fall open and bring the soles of your feet together, just like when we were in butterfly pose. And now extend your arms above your head back toward the train station and bend your elbows, grasping either the opposite fingertips, wrist, or forearm with the opposite hand, letting your arms rest above your head rather than under your head. Relaxing in Guppy Pose. Guppy Pose is a wonderful recovery pose. It allows your hips, your lower back, your shoulders, everything to relax. Taking deep and full inhales and exhales. And now on your next exhale, release your fingertips. Bringing your arms back down to your sides, we'll make our way into Shavasana, our resting pose. So make any small adjustments that you need to. You can keep your legs in guppy legs. You can extend them straight down in front of you, or you can keep your knees bent with the soles of your feet on the mat. And let's relax in Shavasana, the best pose. Shavasana is the pose when your body receives all of the benefits of all of the yoga that we have done this morning. Let yourself relax in Shavasana for the next few moments. I'll keep my eye on the time, and I'll bring your awareness back into the world when time is up. Until then, nowhere to go and nothing to do. slowly start to bring your awareness back into the world, continuing to focus on your breath. Start to introduce energy back into your body by wiggling your toes. Feel that energy moving further up your body, and you can either wiggle your fingertips or you can bring your hands together and start to rub them, building up a little bit of heat between your hands. I see we've all taken that option. Rubbing your hands together, building some energy between your hands. Now feeling that energy, you can keep lying down, you can stay down. Feeling that energy move to the crown of your head and starting to slowly rock your head back and forth from right to left, giving the back of your head a little bit of a massage. And now let's move into a nice full body stretch. Extend your arms straight up above your head toward the world behind you. Extend your feet straight down for the world below. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale, bringing your arms back down to your side and just relaxing for a moment more. And now just very gently rolling off onto your right hand side and walking your way up into a seated position, facing forward.
Let's bring our palms together to heart center. Close our eyes. And just bring your awareness into the area of your heart. And holding that space, try to cultivate a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for everything you've experienced this weekend, the challenges, the successes, the yoga, this union that we have shared and created here together, for new opportunities. Just allow that gratitude to spill out from your heart center. Gratitude for all the gifts you have received and all the gifts you have to share. Gratitude for all you've learned and all you have yet to learn. Gratitude for all you have been, all you are, and all you shall become. Try to hold on to some of this stillness, this gratitude as you move into your day and the activities that are in store for you. And as we conclude our yoga class today, let's bring our fingertips toward our forehead, taking a small silent bow to give thanks for this yoga, this union that we have created and shared here together. We will conclude our class with the traditional Sanskrit salutation, Namaste, which means I honor and recognize the divinity in you, which is the same as the divinity in me. We are one. Namaste.
Thank you so much, everyone. We hope you enjoyed your yoga class this morning and your weekend today. Let's welcome back to the stage, Carissa.
Well, that was amazing. What did you guys think? So very cool, so special. The Magic Kingdom will never be the same again. And every time you come, please remind everybody you're with how amazing this was, what you got to do today. But how about a big round of applause for Dana and Adam as they head away. Also, our other yoga instructors who were out among you. We had Julia, Edson, and a huge shout out to Rin from Echelon. How about a big round of applause for all of our yoga instructors? Now, we are getting close to saying goodbye, not just to yoga, to our entire Princess Half Marathon weekend, which is a little bittersweet, but I have a very special guest to bring on stage, a man who truly, he needs no introduction here in front of Cinderella's castle. Please welcome up Cinderella's Major Domo!
Hear ye, hear ye, good subjects from the realm. As the chapter of this magical journey comes to a close, we have invited princesses from all over the world to wish you well as you journey forth to your own kingdoms. We are delighted to welcome Ariel of Atlantica. Good subjects, it is with joyful tidings that we welcome Rapunzel of the Kingdom of Corona. We rejoice in welcoming Tiana of New Orleans. Hear ye, hear ye. And now, please join in the celebration and welcome from right here in this magical kingdom, our very own Cinderella.
Oh, thank you, and thank you so much for joining us this morning. Oh, my dear friends and I are so glad you're able to attend. Now, before you go, always remember that a dream is a wish your heart makes, and if you keep on